Today on Drive-Thru Kitchen, I'm taking on Del Taco's seasoned ground beef. Whew, this one's a bit of a challenge because Jack in the Box bought Del Taco a few years ago and they monkeyed around with the meat. Naughty, naughty Jack in the Box. You shouldn't have done that. Nope, they did. They cut it with filler. So I'm going to show you the new recipe. I'm also going to tell you how to make the old recipe because the old recipe is awesome and it's 100% beef. That is not 100% beef. You're going to want to see this one because it's a little controversial, but I'm going to lay it all out and we're going to cook this thing up. And I'm making the Del Tacos, both of them, the soft one and the crunchy one. Yes, I am, because I love you guys and I would do nothing less for you. Come on, let's get started making this and see what the hell happens with this one. This could be interesting. All right, let's make some meat. Okay, we are jumping right in on this one because there's no time to wait. We have 1 pound of 80/20 ground beef here. This is the chub meat, comes in the tube in the bulk form. Just throw this in the pan and start breaking this up. We need a specific texture for this, so this meat's perfect. Now to that, we're going to add a ½ a cup of prepared TVP to this. Wait, you do know what TVP is, right? Hold on. Okay, so what is this TVP you speak of, Mr. Cook? That is this right here. It's textured vegetable protein, also known as soy flour and caramel color. So it's soy, basically, and it is the thing that makes Jack in the Box tacos taste so great. So Del Taco thought, oh, wow, we should do that. Jack in the Box, why you must ruin? Why? And you wonder why, come on. All right, the good news here is they did get sold. Maybe Yadav brand or industries, whoever you are, you know who you are, the new owners. You take in January, take over in January, take the TVP up, please. But I'm going to show you how to make it with the TVP. So you get yourself a big bag of TVP like this. It's not that expensive. This is the Hoosier Hill stuff. We have a ½ a cup of it going in here. This makes a fairly decent amount. So you put it in there like that, you zip this back up because, oh dear Lord, I don't want to have to buy another bag. All right, I got it. Whew. All right, what's the only other ingredient in this? You'll find out in 1 second. It is, of course, equal parts of boiling water. This is purified, strained, filtered, reverse osmosis water. If you only use tap water, it's your life. There you go. Just pour this in here. It's really hot. You're going to mix this up. You're going to do this. You're going to go, ooh, it smells beefy. Maybe you won't do that. I don't know. I'm not in control of you. You do you. You might go, that doesn't smell beefy. It does have a smell though. All right, so this just has to sit for a couple minutes, fully hydrate, and then we put this in the meat. And that's what that stuff that went in the meat was. Okay, and I'm back after being so rudely interrupted. We have our meat browning off here. The TVP is in here. It's doing its thing. It's soaking up the goodness of the beef and becoming more beefy. That's why you want to add it at this point because it will take on much better flavors. TVP can have a little bit of a funk to it. So yeah, you want to make sure you do that first. And now this has to go in the food processor. Okay, just a little more voiceover here from a different angle. We're putting all of this meat into a food processor. We are going to get a nice fine texture this way that's even consistent. That is the secret to this. It doesn't sound like it should, but this changes how it tastes. It really does. If you don't do this, it ain't going to taste right, trust me. So do the extra step. I know it's a pain to have to clean this thing, but we have to give it a couple of pulses, not much, okay, just to get a fine texture. If you go too far, it'll turn into paste. You don't want paste. That looks almost perfect. Just give it a little stir. One more pulse real fast. Boop, boop. Okay, now let's do the seasonings. Okay, no more interruptions after this, I promise. We have about a tablespoon of oat flour here. That's just ground up oats. If you have like a spice grinder or something, throw some quick oats in there and just make a tablespoon of oat flour. Now we have our seasoning packet. The ingredients are on the screen and they're in the description down below. We are going to add to that our tomato paste. It's about a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons, something like that. I kind of eyeballed it there. Now you're just heating this up in the pan, roasting it a little bit. This helps release some of the flavors. Now I have our water going in. That is a cup of water here. That is for the TVP version. If you want to do this without the TVP, it's 3/4 of a cup. That stuff sucks up water. That's your first sign. Maybe there's something wrong. Anyways, just heat this up. We got cornstarch in here as well. It's going to thicken, but we have to get this to 204 degrees to get it to activate. Just keep stirring this around. Don't let it burn, but we do want it to come to simmer. That is starting to simmer. Perfect. Now drag a spatula through this, and that is not quite there. It's running back together too fast. Just let it go a little bit further. A little bit further. Okay, that is about what you're looking for. Now we can add our meat back after the food processor. This is perfect because the texture on this is now absolutely perfect. It is funny. You don't think it's important, but it is. All right, mix this up really, really, really good. And that's basically it. That's how you make the meat. That's the secret of the whole thing. Just keep mixing until it looks perfect. It looks a little dry, but it will get nicer as it sits. So that's how you make the Del Taco meat. Now let's make a couple of tacos and finish the video. All right, the meat is completely cooked. It is absolutely perfect. The taste on it is, if you want a little bit more kick in this, you want a bit more flavor, you can always add some cayenne or something like that. But if you want the authentic flavor that you're going to get at a Del Taco right now, that's it. Now, if you don't want to use the TVP, if you're just saying, hell no, I'm not putting that stuff in there, I can't blame you. I hear you. Just don't. Literally don't, and then everything else stays the same. Pretty much exactly. You might want to back the water down a little bit and the cornstarch. I'll put 2 recipes at the bottom in the description down below. Look for the link that after the couple of words underneath the title. It'll say more ... Click the more and you'll expand the whole thing out. I'll have a recipe for this with the TVP and without the TVP, because hopefully in January they go back to the old recipe. That'd be great. We can only hope. Anyways, so I'm doing 2 tacos here. The Del Taco, they come in crunchy or soft. I've got one of each because I'm that kind of guy. I can do that. I live here. Am I putting too much in? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. Now, what would you have if you went to Del Taco and got this? You would have a big old mound of beautifully shredded iceberg lettuce going in here. So we're gonna put that in. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Then the cheese, this is just a cheddar cheese that has been finely grated. This is not the pre-shredded stuff, although you can use that in this because you're not trying to make it melt. So if you want the bag of pre-shredded cheddar cheese, you know what, in this case, I'll allow it. Normally I would say no, but yeah, you got me on a good day. What can I say? All right, tomatoes. This has tomatoes. The one thing that Taco Bell, they don't do tomatoes. They don't do, look at how perfect this is. If you know a Del Taco taco, this is really looking like something, isn't it? Come on. Now, if you want to make it authentic, it's important to break the spine of the crispy taco before you try and eat it. Oh, tell me you get that one. Please tell me you do. And please tell me you get this because, oh my goodness, there is a Del Taco taco. That's a Del Taco taco. Come on. It is the Del Taco soft taco. And my tomato made a run for the border. Wrong company. Here's the crispy one. Oh, this is the better side. Oh, it's the prettier side. See, it's got the meat sticking out. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Now, you put some of that medium or the hot sauce, the Del Scorcho on this. Now you're doing something. But I'm going to take a thumbnail real fast before these don't look as pretty. Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, thumbnail is shot. We have food right here. It is amazing. I would eat this and watch it crunch everywhere and fall. You would like to see that, wouldn't you? Would that be funny? Would I get extra views on that one? I bet I would. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going for the soft taco one because I'm just going to. I am. It's delicious. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Come on. Yes, this has TVP in it, but it is still good. If you eat this meat, you can't tell. It tastes good. TVP on its own makes pretty good tacos. It's not necessarily, you know, something you think, but it does work. $100%. That's a Del Taco. 100%. That's a Del Taco. Oh yeah. So if you want to make Del Taco at home, now you know exactly how. You want to make the current recipe, or you want to make the old and hopefully future recipe, you know to go into the description down below for that. And that's everything I need to say about all of that. Del Taco meat made at home. Thanks for watching this one. It took a bit of a journey, but we got there, and now you know something about something. We all do. Isn't that great? Just knowing something about something. All right. Know something about something else. Go do something else. I'm gonna leave. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.